is almost 1,000 pip move to the upside. Quite easy, right? It just went straight up. We took the signal there. We didn't get much drawdown. It went straight up. Everybody on YouTube will show you and teach you about when is the right time to enter a trade. But what they don't show you is when is the wrong time to enter a trade. Now, I'm going to show you that in today's video using the binary destroyer, because equally it is a very important subject. How many of you lot have taken a Mogwai signal or drawn your support and resistance trend line or whatever strategy you're trading? You've took a trade and it's been an absolute beautiful winner. And then you do the exact same and it's a total loss. And you sit there and go, what have I done wrong? I've done exactly the same as I did last time and it's given me a complete opposite result. And the reason for that is because they don't show you when to not enter a trade. You can have everything line up. Mogwai signal, higher high, lower high, support and resistance. And it could still be the wrong time to enter a trade. Now, every single week, we have a webinar with the BD members. So if you join us every single week for life, we will have a webinar with the BD members. We'll do some trading together, whatever the BD members want to learn. This week, we've been talking a lot about structure and we've been trading together using the Mogwai strategy, looking for structure. Now, this BD member has got this subject perfect. Let me read it to you. I got to say, wow, so many beautiful setups today. It finally starts to make sense after all these back testing months. Thank you, Jamie Palmer. One video can totally change the whole point of view. And as you can see here, he's literally picking all of the perfect arrows, which is exactly what I want to teach people. And as you see here, beautiful sell, and again, another beautiful sell. Now, when we're trading a binary destroyer, okay, we're getting arrows. You're getting the same arrows as me. There's nothing different there. You're getting the same arrows as me. But the difference is I have the experience. I know what arrows to take and what arrows not to take. When we're trading price action, we don't have indicators on a chart. We have to physically look for setups, mark up our charts, mark up our support and resistance, and find setups. When we trade the binary destroyer, we don't really have to do that, okay? We're getting arrows and we get notifications like this here telling me there's a Mogwai signal. It's our job as traders to filter out those setups. Which ones are going to be winners and which ones are going to be losers. Now, to do that, we learn support and resistance and structure. Structure is very, very, very important in trading. And to do that, we're going to quickly jump over to USD CAD here. I'm going to start to mark up structure on my charts and you'll finally start to understand how the market moves. And once you see this now, you'll also understand when is the right way and the wrong way to enter a trade. Now, once I show you this and you sit there and go, ah, it makes sense, we're then going to introduce the binary destroyer and we're going to do exactly the same thing, except for with the binary destroyer, we're getting arrows. Okay, so it makes our life a little bit easier. And you'll start to understand and see what I'm seeing on the charts as well. So let me just bring up my charts here. So as you can see here, we're in a downtrend, okay? So because we're in a downtrend, it's quite simple. We're looking for sell trades. There's a lot of sellers in the market. The momentum is weak. We're going to be creating lower lows. We're going to be creating lower highs, okay? It's a downtrend. So we're looking for sell trades. Now, if we start to mark up all of the structure on our charts, let me just bring this up like this here. I'll just make myself a little bit smaller so you can see. I'll put myself in the top left corner. I'm going to start to mark up all of the structure on the chart. So we got a nice area just here. We've got an area just here as well. We've got an area just there. And we've got an area just here. And guess what, everyone? We've got an area just here as well. Probably better there. Yep. And we've got another area just here as well. And again, should we take it to the upside? Yes, we'll take it to the upside. Okay, so we've got another area just here. And we've got another area just here. We'll take it just there. Okay, there we go, there. Okay, right. Okay, so keep an eye on what I'm doing here, right? You've got to remember two things in trading. When we're trading structure or looking at structure, this is going to tell us which way a trend is happening. Now remember, I'm sure you've seen it YouTube videos. Trends look something like this. Downtrend, pullback, downtrend, pullback, downtrend. Okay? And all of these moves are creating lower lows and lower highs. Okay? And this is what we're going to be looking for in a trend. So let's just zoom in now and let's take it left here. And if we just keep an eye on this area just here, okay, can you see here how we break structure? Now when this happens, we've created a new high, as you can see there. Well, you know the next move after that is a pullback. Okay, we can see it just there. There's our higher low. Okay, after that one, what do you think the next move is? A higher high, as you can see there. In fact, let's just take it. Yeah, let's take it here. Okay, new high has been formed. We then pull back like this here. Okay, and we create a higher low. Then we create a new high. We then create a new low. We then create a higher high. Now this area here is important because look how we've created a new high. So for us to confirm that this is still in an uptrend, what we're looking for, remember, uptrend, higher high, pullback, higher low, higher high. What do you think the next move is? Higher low. Did we get that here? No, went straight through this structure, went straight through that support line. So we didn't create a higher high, lower high, we created a lower low. So this is our lower low just here. So we're now going from an uptrend to, you guessed it, a downtrend. So as we come down here, okay, let's keep it here. We pull back, okay? There's our lower high just there, okay? We then pull down and guess what? We create a lower low. Then we create a lower high, then a lower low, and a lower high, and then a lower low, and a lower high. And you start to spot this in the chart like this here. Okay, just gonna get rid of that one there. And again, at the bottom here, we come down, again, creating a lower low. What do you think the next move is after a lower low? Lower high. We bounce straight off this structure and we come down. It's quite simple, isn't it? Right? Trend down, pull back, trend down, pull back, trend down. Now this is on the 1 hour charts, right? And it looks very simple on the 1 hour. But when we start to bring it down to the lower time frames, it's going to look very, very hard. And this is the point now where it's going to trap a lot of traders. And this is the wrong time to take a trade. Now, let me give you an example by focusing on, let me just get rid of that one there. Let's get rid of that one there. In fact, let me just, be easy to just go like that there. There we go there. I'm just going to mark up this area just here. Now, this is where an experienced trader, we'll take it just here. There we go there. We'll just take it just there. There we go. So as you can see here, we have a nice little move down like this here. We came down, we broke structure, created a lower low, we pull back, create a lower high, we pull back, and again, create a new low, okay? Now, keep an eye on this area just here, because this is where it's going to trap a lot of traders. Let's take it down now to the 5-minute time frame, and you can see here on the 1 hour, this is on the 5-minute charts. Now, bear in mind, this is that 1 hour resistance at the top, right? Now, look what we had at the bottom on the 5-minute time frame. We had a triple bottom. So what's actually happening here, everyone, just here, is a lot of buyers are buying this off the 5-minute time frame, okay? Let me just zoom in so I can make it a little bit easier. There we go there. Okay, so what's actually happening here, let me just delete that area there. So there we go there. So what's actually happening here is a lot of buyers are buying this support line, thinking it's a triple bottom. I mean, this is what they teach you in books, what on YouTube videos, you know, triple bottoms off a support line all day long, take the trade, right? That's what they teach you. And yes, that would be a really good buying opportunity, but you're actually missing the bigger picture, because what actually happens here is we rally up from this level, right? And remember what I just said, we've created a new high. So this is our new high here. Okay, you can see here that high is now higher than that one, right? So based off what I've just shown you, what do you think the next move is next? A higher low, right? And then we're going to go up again, yeah? Right? So what actually happens is, there it is there. There's our higher low. So again, we've got our higher high. We've got a higher low. Then we create a new high. See how this high is now higher. Now you're looking at this now and going, okay, we've had a triple bottom there, which is great. That confirms that we're now going into an uptrend. We've created a high, we've pulled back, and we've created a new high. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to buy the market. I'm going to wait for a pullback and I'm going to buy the market, because that's what you've been told. And what happens here is price pulls down. Okay. Okay, here we go here. Here we go here. Price pulls down like this here. And we come to this area just here like that. And you're thinking, there's that support line. I'm going to buy right off this green arrow here. Right off this green engulfing candle just there. You can't see it. Let me just zoom in so you can see. Where is it? There. Just there. You're thinking now, new high has been formed. Okay, you can see here we've got a low. It's higher than this low. We're going to buy here. We're going to create a new lie. And what happens, everybody? Price just melts. And then we just lose the trade. And we lose the trade. In fact, it actually does the opposite. Look, it goes to the downside. Right? And you completely are on the wrong side of this trade. And the reason for this is simply going back to the 1 hour. When you go over to the 1 hour, okay, you are ultimately forgetting this higher low here, this resistance here. Now, the trick is to trade this successfully is like this, right? As an experienced trader, right, I want you to buy. The more you drive this price up to that 1 hour resistance. So let's just remember, this is the 1 hour. Keep an eye on it. This is that 1 hour, right? And price is coming down, creates a lower low. What I want you to do as a beginner is to push that price up. I want you to buy at this support line, because the more you push that price into that resistance area on the 1 hour charts is giving me a better opportunity to take a sell. And as soon as price comes up to this 1 hour resistance, right, and creating a new high, bear in mind like here, right, you see how it creates a new high, pulls back, then creates a new high, then pulls back, and you're thinking, I'm going to buy right now. This is the right time to buy. And it does the complete opposite. Because as you're buying here, right, myself and institutional traders are selling here. Right, that's the trap. So on the 5 minutes, you're seeing the higher highs, you're seeing the lower highs, you're seeing the support line, the triple bottom, and it's trapping you as a trader. Right, you're buying here thinking it's an uptrend, and in reality you're just selling straight into my trade. I'm at the top here selling it. The more this price goes up in my favor, the better, the more pips I'm making, the more money I'm making. Right, because for this to go into an uptrend, we'd have to break this structure. Right, for this to go into an uptrend, we would want to see this going up like that on the 1 hour, but it didn't. Right, it just bounced straight off it. Right, and that is where I enter a trade. Now let me show you an example now with the binary destroyer. Okay, so let me just move myself out the way. Okay, and here we go here. Hold on. Here we go here. So I've got gold loaded up. On the left screen, I've got the gold loaded up on the 1 minute time frame with the binary destroyer. On the right, I've got gold on the 1 hour with price action. Excuse me. And what we're looking for here is exactly what I've been showing. Now, as you see here, we have a lot of beautiful setups, right? We've got a nice little sell there. Okay, we got a nice little sell there. We got a nice little buy, we got a nice little sell. We're getting a lot of winners with the binary destroyer here. But we don't just want to take random signals. We want to take the winning signals. We want to take the signals that Martin is taking, like this one here. I mean, that's the perfect setup right there, right? Straight up into the money. Let me show you how to do that, right? So remember, okay, let's just focus on what I said about higher highs, higher lows. Now, on the 1 hour, we can see it's an uptrend, right? So we're looking for buys, quite simple, right? We're looking for buys. And again, we've got that structure all the way on the 1 hour. I'm just going to quickly mark it just here. Hold on. I'm just going to quickly mark it just here. We got one just there. We've got another one just here as well. Okay, again, doesn't look like much on the 1 hour, but on the 5 minutes, it will start to make sense. And as we got here, we got a break. We come down, we create a higher high. We come down, we create a higher high. We come down, we create a higher high. Right? Now, keep an eye on the 1 minute. Okay, so this has just happened just here. What do you think's just happened? Okay, created a new high. Right? So we've created a new high. So we've got a new high. Hold on, that's wrong. We've got a new high being created just here. So what do you think happens after a new high is created? We then get a pullback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up the next area of structure, which looks like just here. See that? Right? So what I'm looking for now is price to come down to this support line, and we're going to buy it again, because remember, new high is being formed, right? So we're going to get a pullback and we're going to create a new high. There's nothing telling me it's a downtrend. If it's in a downtrend, we would break this structure here and we'd go down and then we'd trend down like this here, right? So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on what happens next. So we create a new high, right? And okay, we start to get a Mogwai signal. MACD goes overbought. TCA line turns red. Now, based off what I've just showed you now, would we take this trade? It's against the trend. Plain and simple, it's against the trend. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking trades against the trend as long as you understand they're against the trend. You know, you could go for around 5. I mean, to give an example here, let's just put a 100 pip stop loss, 100 pip take profit on this one, right? Just an in and out scalp, okay? So hopefully we win. Okay. Okay, there we go there. Nice little in and out scalp, 100 pips, in and out. That's all we need, right? And then eventually, price, okay, continues into an uptrend. Well, we know it continues into an uptrend because we know it's against the trend, right? Here we go here. Now I'm going to pause it just here, okay? And we're starting to get a lot of buy signals. Now, let's just keep an eye on the 1 hour now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so okay, now keep an eye on it, right? Did we get Mogwai? Yeah, we did. Okay, look how this completely changes. Where's that? I'm waiting for price just to close above that TCA line. I'm waiting for that there we go, that TCA line's just turned green there. Okay, so this now changes everything, because look, this is that new high being formed on the 1 hour. So new high. We then come back down. Now, a lot of you lot look at this big spike here and think, well, hang on here, we should be selling here because that's a big spike. Yes, but also don't ignore the fact that it's a new high being formed. Look at the bigger picture. We're going up. That is a new high and we're still above the structure, right? So we are going up, right? And we bounced straight off as well. Look on the 1 hour. We bounced straight off that support line. So you look at this setup here now, and you can see the difference. When we had a 100 pip stop loss, 100 pip take profit against the trend, let's go for, I don't know, let's go with a 300 pips take profit. Okay, a 1 to 3. Let's go for a 1 to 3 with this trade. So we're making 3 times as much money now with the trade, with the trend, right? Keep an eye on it. Okay, so hopefully this trade wins. I think my stop loss is really tight on this one. Okay, we push up, we start to push up. Now, what I want to see is, I'm just going to mark up this area here of resistance, right? I want to see us breaking this area here. If you just keep an eye on the 1 hour, see how we've got this area of resistance. I want to see if we break it. If we break it, we're going up. Okay, so let's keep an eye on it. Okay, we pull down here. Okay, here we go there. See the difference now? See the difference. And just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. We had a nice little, this would have been a nice little sell again. Nice little sell off that resistance area. Again, this is against the trend, by the way. This is against the trend, right? So, and then what happens here? Here we go here. See how, look, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the 1 hour. See how we reject straight off that. I just want to pause it just there. Just going to pause it just there. Right. Hold on, let me just take it back here. There we go here. See, right, look at the 1 hour. See how we reject straight off this support line here. See that? See this support line? Watch how we reject straight off it. And then, again, structure trading, right? Now, you look at this trade here. We don't take it. It's against the trend. That one is against the trend. And what happens here is we win the trade. So what we want to focus on now is, look at this. We've had a lot of, I just want to pause it there. There we go. We've had a lot, hold on, let me get rid of that there. We've had a lot of setups, okay? We've had this one here, which was against the trend. We had this one here that was with the trend. We had this one that's against, this one that's against, this one what's against, right? And what I want to teach you is to only take the trades with the trend. Look at the difference taking a signal with the trend is, right? That is almost 1,000 pip move to the upside. Quite easy, right? It just went straight up. We took the signal there. We didn't get much drawdown. It went straight up. And that is by simply looking at the structure on our charts. And look, and when you zoom out here, it is quite simple. Look. We create a new high, we pull back. We create a new high, we pull back. We create a new high. So that is how to trade structure with the binary destroyer. And I guess that is how to pick just the perfect setups. My name is Jamie Palmer. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.